Hi, this is Alex from Driveline Auto Center. How can I help you today? I can assist with booking test drives, answering questions about cars, or anything else you need.
Hi there. What cars do you guys carry?
We carry a wide selection, including Toyota, Honda, Ford, Tesla, BMW, and more. If you're looking for EVs specifically, we have several models from Tesla, Ford, Hyundai, and more. Want me to pull up options for a test drive?
Yeah, I have some questions first. Do you guys offer any financing options?
Yes, we offer flexible financing options with easy approval. If you'd like, I can set you up with a quick pre-qualification or arrange a test drive after you've had a chance to look at a few models. What vehicle are you interested in?
Yeah, I'd like to actually book a test drive for a BMW M4. My name is Oscar. My email is oscar12@gmail.com. And can you book a test drive for me real quick for 19th August at 3 p.m. if that's possible?
All set, Oscar. I've booked a test drive for the BMW M4 on August 19th from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. You're confirmed. I've sent the details to oscar14@example.com. Anything else you'd like to add or adjust?
No, I'm good over here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye bye. So this is the detail of the call. So this is my name. This is the reason for the call, the vehicle interest. So all the information about the call that the AI just picked up, it was tracked inside a CRM like this one. So in this video, I'll be showing you how you can set up an AI receptionist for your business that can take on inbound calls 24/7 and run for your business while you sleep. So you don't have to write a single line of code for this, and I will be giving you all the resources for free so that you can set this up for yourself within 10 minutes. All right. So this was an AI receptionist that I built for a car dealership, but we can set this up for any industry you can possibly think of. Now this was built using Vappy. This is a platform where you can build AI voice agents like this one, and then we are using Make to automate the entire process in the backend. I'll explain things later on as we move forward to the video. And we are using Airtable as the CRM. So this is the CRM that you saw. This is basically Airtable, and I like to use Airtable as the CRM because there's a lot of flexibility behind this CRM. And we are, as you saw, this is a Google Calendar, just a simple calendar where we can just book test drives here and there. Now, if you're hooked by this AI receptionist and you want to test this out by yourself, you want to speak with it live, then you can just click the link down below and you'll be able to go through a page where you'll be able to speak with the AI assistant, all right? You can test this AI receptionist out absolutely for free. You don't have to pay me anything for that, all right? Now, what are the core features behind this? Like, why did I actually build this, right? So basically, it can book test drives automatically, instantly, and it can capture every missed call. So as this AI receptionist was built for the car dealerships industry, so every lead out there is very valuable. I mean, there are thousands of dollars in the line, and if you miss out on a single call, then you could be missing out on a sale. So we have to ensure that every lead is being captured, even while you're sleeping, even after hours. All right. So this can also update CRM automatically, just like you did, just like you saw over here. So after the call has ended, the information about the call, the leads details, the leads information, their number, all of this was captured in the CRM automatically. And then it can also boost lead conversion rates. It definitely will save staff time and costs, and it can also transfer calls to a human. So let's say there's a situation where the AI is not capable of answering the request, then it can simply transfer the call to a human as well. And it can also take 10 calls simultaneously. I repeat, it can take 10 calls simultaneously. So I was like talking with one person and I cannot speak with two-person at the same time on a phone, right? But this AI, it can take 10 calls at a time. And it also runs 24/7. This is the most powerful feature over here, is that let's say you're sleeping and maybe a lead calls after seeing your Facebook ad let's say at like 1 a.m. So in that case, like, no one's going to respond to that lead, right? But if the lead calls that number where the AI is installed, then the AI will pick up the call. It will answer naturally, and it will basically close the lead or book a test drive if things go positive, right? So like I said, I built this using these platforms, and I will be showing you a very quick tutorial as to how you can set this up by yourself real quick. Now, if you guys don't know me, who I am, or if you're new to this channel, then my name is Manzarul. I help business adopt AI into their business to help them make and save thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, without further ado, let's just hop right into the video. So this is Vappy, and this is where I set up the entire AI voice receptionist. And my entire YouTube channel is all about, like, let's say creating AI voice agents like this one. And as this is a short video, I will not be going through in depth in this, but if you are interested, then you can check out my other videos. All right. So this is the system prompt I have created, and if you're not aware, system prompt is basically the brain of the assistant, the receptionist. So and this like all the information that you put it out in here, the assistant or the receptionist will basically respond in that manner. So I will share the entire system prompt with you in the description down below. You can just check it out and then maybe use it yourself where you want. So this is the first message, and this is the very first message that the receptionist will say whenever it picks up the phone call, that hey, this is Alex from Driveline Auto Center. You can just put out the name of your dealership over here, that hey, this is Alex from XYZ dealership, and how can I help you today? So I can assist you with booking test drives, answer calls, etc, etc. Now this is the system problem, and this is the main part of the receptionist here. So you are Jackson, a friendly and professional virtual assistant working for Driveline Auto Center, a modern car dealership located in Los Angeles, America. So you can just put out the location over here as well. Basically, if you have a car dealership business, you want to adjust this prompt for yourself, then what I'd recommend is you just copy the system prompt. You can find it in the resource up down below. Just copy the system prompt, give it to ChatGPT, and then give all the information about your business, and ChatGPT will spit out a system prompt that is tailored specifically for your business. All right, that's the fastest way you can just achieve this. So Driveline Auto Center specializes in both new and pre-owned vehicles, and this is basically the role information as to how the receptionist should behave. We're just giving it some information about our business, and this is a general behavior. This is also important as well. We are basically instructing it to speak professionally but a little bit casually. This is completely up to you. You can just instruct it the way you want, and keep answers concise, conversational, never robotic, all of that. You can just go through this by yourself. So this is a pretty long system prompt, and I will not be going through this thing. I'll just be going through the sections so that I can help you out as much as I can and keep this video short as well. So this is the task section, and this is where I'm instructing it to book a test drive with me. And if the caller wants to book a test drive, it should ask for the preferred date and time. For it should run the Google calendar check availability tool. Basically, if you're not aware, then a tool is basically a function where you can just send external requests to external applications. I hope that makes sense. So this section is basically for canceling the test drive, and we're just giving instructions to the receptionist as to how it should actually follow the steps when it comes to canceling a test drive. Now you have access to the current date and time. Use this to handle requests like next Friday accurately. So large language models usually do not have access to the current date and time, so it cannot tell me what time is it right now at this part of the country, right? But if I can give it the exact information, then it definitely can. So what I'm doing is that I'm putting out a formula over here. This is basically a format, let's say, which helps the assistant to actually capture the exact date and time for a certain location. So as you can see, this is America, Los Angeles. So in that case, it will basically retrieve the exact date and time for that specific moment for Los Angeles, America. This is the answer FAQ section. So we're just putting out some general FAQs over here, and collect lead information. So if the caller isn't ready to book a test drive but is interested, and collect lead information. So this is where I'm just instructing the AI to actually collect the leads information. So I just want their name, email, and what's their reason to book a test drive or something like that, So you can just customize this the way you want. You can choose a lot of voices from here on, and I just chose Vappy because they have the most realistic voices out of all the sections. 11 Labs is also pretty good, and Play HD, I think there's something like Play HD over here which is also good as well. So I'd recommend you use Vappy because this is, after all, we're just deploying this under Vappy as well, so it's gonna synchronize pretty well. These are the tools that I'm currently using for basically connecting this Vappy assistant or this Vappy receptionist with Google Calendar. If you remember from the beginning of the video, basically created an event on Google Calendar, and it was basically because of this tool which I created, and this tool is also responsible for checking the availability. So let's say I wanted to book a test drive for 3 p.m. but the 3 p.m. slot is already taken by someone else, or maybe you're just busy at that time and you'd like to book a test drive for, let's say, 5 p.m. So in that case, it's the AI is gonna recommend that 3 p.m. slot is currently booked, but you can book for this time as well, right? Something like that. So I hope that makes sense. So let me just head over to the tools section real quick. So this is the tool that I've created, and you can say this is a very simple instruction that this tool will be used to create an event on Google Calendar whenever the user decides to book an appointment. So this is my email, and this is where I'm putting out the time zone. This is important. So putting out the time zone over here is actually important. So make sure you do that based on your region, based on your location. All right. This is quite simple. So if you're wondering how you can connect your Google Calendar account with Vappy, then you're gonna have to click on over here, and then you'll be able to see integrations section over here, and then over here you'll be able to connect your Google Calendar account or your Google account with Vappy. So this is my make.com account, and you can see that there is Google Calendar over here, so you'll just have to click over connect over here, and then you'll be able to connect with Google Calendar account. And so basically this is the system prompt, and this is the tools, and let me just go through the check availability tool. So this is the tool that I have, and this is the description. You can just copy this out and set this up for yourself. So this tool will be used to check if a slot is available or not, and if it even exists at the selected time, then this means that the slot is unavailable. I'm just giving it some basic instructions, that's all. Alright, now let's head over to the advanced section, and if I scroll down, you'll be able to see a messaging section over here. So head over here and you'll be able to see the server URL. So this is where I'm connecting this with make.com, and if you're not familiar with make.com, basically this is an automation platform where you can just set up custom automations based on your use case. So basically I'm using this automation for, let's say, whenever a call ends, I want to use the transcript of the entire call, the conversation between the user and the AI. I want to use that conversation and extract some specific value, such as whether the lead has booked a test drive with me or not, what's the lead's name, what's their email, all of that, So I'm just extracting those values. I'm using ChatGPT to analyze the transcript of the entire call. So this is the entire system prompt, and you can find this out in the description down below. Just head over to the resource hub and you'll be able to see this out. Alright, and I'm sending all the information to Airtable. So like I said, I'm using Airtable as my CRM, but we can use Google Sheets or any other CRM that you have. We can actually integrate it with that. It's not a big deal. Result over here. So whenever a call ends, I'm just tracking out all the information after the call over here. So this is helpful. So let's say hundreds of leads are calling you every day, and the AI is going to take over the calls. It's going to respond to the lead, and then it's going to store the information by itself over here, so that you can just check it out and see what's going on. How's the AI actually doing? How many leads are booking test drives with your and all, So that's basically it. I will not be going through this in depth because I have explained this automation a lot of times in my channel before. But yeah, the goal of this automation is just to analyze the transcript of the entire call and then extract some key values and then send it out to a CRM over here. Alright, so once you've set up the system prompt and once you're done with all of that, let's say you want to deploy this to a phone number. So what you're gonna have to do is just click on over here, head over to phone numbers. I will not be going over here because it's gonna be exposing my phone numbers, but what you're gonna have to do is click on phone numbers, and then you have the option to actually import your number using Twilio, or you have several options over here actually. So you can just click on over here, you'll just see all the list of options that you have, and Vappy is quite flexible when it comes to importing your phone numbers, right? So what you're gonna have to do is just import one phone number, and then the assistant, you'll be able to easily deploy the assistant on that number, and the assistant will be basically live. So that means that whenever someone calls that number, the assistant will pick up the call, just like it did for my number. When I call the assistant from this number, which is set up over here, so when I call the number, the assistant basically picked up the call and it responded accurately. And also there's a lot of large language models you can use to actually create an assistant like this one. So for example, I use GPT-5 Nano, and GPT-5 just came out. This is basically OpenAI's latest model, and GPT-5 is basically the most powerful version of it. So I'm using GPT-5 Nano because it's the cheapest and it's also the fastest. You can see that there's latency and the cost put down over here, so you can just switch between the models based on your use case. So if you want the most powerful version of your AI, then you can just simply choose GPT, but it's going to cost you more and a slight increase in latency, right? But I think that for this use case, I think GPT-5 Nano works just fine, and it's the latest model out there, so I'm pretty sure that it will be able to handle a situation like this. So if you're a business owner who is interested in AI but you're not sure how you can get started with AI or how AI can actually grow your business, then you can book a free implementation call with me in the description down below. So as you can see that there will be a link provided in the description of this video. Now it will take you to a page like this one where you can just book a call with me. Now this call is only for action takers. So if you're a business owner who is actually serious about AI and you want to see what type of results can AI actually bring into your business, how you can grow your business with AI, especially the fact that all types of businesses are starting to implement AI to stay ahead of the game. So this is the best time ever, right? So you can just book a free implementation call with me. So we will basically audit your business and see where AI can actually fit the best for you, where these kinds of solutions like the AI receptionist that you just saw, so what kind of solutions can actually work the best for your business, like this one. And if you're someone who has any specific questions and maybe you're down for the call but you still have some specific questions you might want to ask me, then I have my emails open. I try to respond to every email that I possibly can. Then you can just send me an email and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. Alright, so that's it for today's video, and my main goal of this video was to actually educate you guys about AI receptionists and how you can actually deploy them into your business. Maybe this wasn't the type of descriptive or in detail video that you guys were looking for, because I have tons of them in my channel and I thought that I would just cut straight to the point for the sake of this video, just to keep this video short. But I hope you guys found this video valuable. Like I said, if you are interested in AI, then you can just book a call with me. And other than that, I hope you guys found the video valuable, and if so, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe for more AI content like this. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.